Who will win the Premier League this upcoming season? Manchester City have just claimed a historic treble that includes their first ever European Cup triumph and an outstanding 5th Premier League title in just 6 years. Will their dominance continue, or can a new champion emerge? City will open the new league season and their title defence on Friday, August the 11th, when they travel to newly promoted Burnley. A banana skin on opening night? Their rivals will be hoping so. Just like the rest of the world nowadays, football, and the Premier League in particular, has to stick with the times, keep its global fanbase excited and up to date with events, and be the top performer across the social channels. With this in mind, the 2022-23 Premier League season has just about finished, and we are already building up to the 23-24 edition, with the new release of the Premier League fixtures for the upcoming campaign. A source of great excitement for fans as they look ahead to another year of highs and lows following their favourite team. For many, even in the off-season, football takes over and is all too much. But just like us, we bet that you couldn't wait to get out of bed and see who your team is facing on the opening day of the new season. Like kids at Christmas, us football fans are happy to fall victim to some good Premier League marketing. After all, it could be a long and lonely summer without meeting your mates to go and watch your favourite team. We can fill the time looking forward to the next one. And of course, we'll be checking in to view the Women's World Cup coming live from Australia and New Zealand this summer. We have the new Premier League fixtures. Many teams have revealed stunning new kits too, and there is even a new ball for the 23-24 season. The coordinates of every nation represented by Premier League players are subtly etched into the new football, a nod to the fantastic diversity that makes the league the most exciting on the planet. So without further ado, let's check out the important stuff. The 2023-24 Premier League fixtures. First things first, opening day. Opening days are always a little bit special. It's the only time top and bottom sit level in the table. There are new signings on display, lovely new kits, even new stadiums. This year in the form of Burnley, Sheffield United and Luton Town that have all been promoted from the Championship. Generally, the sun is shining and the weekend is one big football party as the beautiful game returns to our towns, cities and screens. So Burnley and Man City will open up the new season with a tasty Friday night fixture, and Vincent Kompany's Clara Army will try to shock his old club. Burnley stormed to a championship title last season, and Kompany has completely transformed the style of play at the club. Somehow they have gone from a Sean Dyche side to a mini Guardiola model. Arsenal and Newcastle both shocked everyone last season with incredible top 4 finishes. They will both look to start strong on Saturday, August 12th at home to Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa respectively. Luton Town will travel to Brighton on the same day. It's going to be Brighton's first season in Europe in their history, and it's Luton Town's first game in the top flight for 31 years. Then on Sunday, Chelsea and Liverpool go head to head in their opening game. World Cup winning Argentinians Enzo Fernandez and Alexis McAllister will face off in the middle of the park as both clubs begin their quest to get back into the Champions League after disappointing seasons last time out. Can Chelsea turn their superstar squad into a coherent unit? Can Klopp get the Reds back to the lofty heights of challenging City for titles? We might see who is best prepared to exercise their demons in this opening round game. Manchester United will be the last of the big boys to take the field, closing out the weekend with a Monday night fixture at home to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Fans up and down the country also like to see how favourable their first 5 fixtures are. Is a quick start possible for your club next season, or do you foresee some suffering during the opening weeks of the campaign? As the cliche goes, there are no easy games, but some are easier than others. Newcastle have a tricky start. All of their opening 5 games are against top 9 sides from last year, including Man City and Liverpool. Eddie Howe will be looking to bolster his squad in the summer to be ready for such fixtures, with the added test of Champions League football soon to come in September. Nottingham Forest are also in for a tricky start. They have Arsenal, Man United and Chelsea away in 3 of their first 4 games. Man City play 2 newly promoted teams in their opening 3, and so will hope to start their title defence very strongly. Burnley, West Ham and Wolves will be the first visitors at Kenilworth Road in Luton. This is a stunningly unique ground sandwiched between the town's homes and streets that looks more like a League One stadium than a Premier League arena. It brings a bit of romance to the league for sure. Its capacity is slightly over 10,000 only, and to enter the away end, travelling fans need to enter via a staircase above the gardens of local residents. Hardcore fans will shoot their eyes to the first local derby on the fixture schedule. The North London derby will be played in September, and the Merseyside and Manchester derbies will be played in October. In some big fixtures at the top, Arsenal take on United on September 2nd and City on October 7th. Can Arteta's men balance European football with another title charge, or will they prove to be a one-season wonder? We will have to wait until late November to watch Pep versus Klopp in Man City versus Liverpool, the fixture that has undoubtedly been the most exciting and competitive at the top end of the table in the last few years. Maybe Klopp's men will bounce back next season. Can they use a lack of Champions League football as an advantage to go for the league, or are they lacking too much quality? One thing is for sure, Manchester City are the team to beat. As Europe rests over the Christmas period, the Premier League goes crazy with festive fixtures. A fan's delight. The holiday period is spent watching non-stop football with a mountain of match days around Boxing Day and the New Year. On December 23rd, Arsenal visit Anfield, and on December 30th, it's Newcastle who visit the Reds, whilst Luton Town host Chelsea, and Sheffield United welcome Man City. Great fixtures. Promoted sides will try and use home advantage to overcome Premier League squads overflowing with superstars. And let's not forget that in the middle of all of this, we have the traditional Boxing Day football dates to come. When the fixtures come out, fans like to dream as well. Who have they got on the final day of the season? Who's the last home game? When can they lift the trophy? Well, Man City host West Ham on the final day. That's your best bet if you want to see some silverware. Arsenal host Everton on the final day too, and Liverpool host Wolves. At the other end of the table, we hope for entertainment's sake we get a repeat of last season's epic relegation battle, that at one point had 5 or 6 teams looking in a lot of trouble during the closing fixtures. In May, Luton will host Everton, Sheffield United host Forest, and Bournemouth will play at home to Brentford. In the penultimate matchday, Luton travel to West Ham, and on the final day they host Fulham, as Burnley face off against Nottingham Forest. Which of these teams will be scrapping for survival come next May? Which of these fixtures has relegation 6-pointer written all over it? Last season, Chelsea went from title contenders to mid-table. Everton nearly went down for the first time in their history, and Newcastle defied the odds to break in to the top 4. The Premier League is home to the best that football has to offer, and always springs some wondrous surprises. What do you expect from next year? We can't wait to start finding out come the first game of the season in August. It's Burnley against City on a Friday night, and the rest is history.